we are going to learn how and why the Pacific got divided into not one, not two, but three categories: Polynesia, Melanesia, and Micronesia. I mean, I know they say all good things come in threes, but come on. I bet if islanders had a choice, we would all be one big happy family of islands. Sometimes the world looks at the Pacific and thinks we're just small islands. Because when you look on the map, we're just teeny tiny dots. But don't be deceived by the rocks that we got. Although some of our islands may be small in land area, we are huge in ocean area. First fact, Tokelau only has a population of 1,411 people. That's 1/30th of the population of Disneyland, when only counting the employees. Did you know that the Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean in the world? So large that all the world's continents can fit into the Pacific Basin. Not so small now, are we? Okay, so because our ocean is so big, we were split into these three groups. Polynesia, poly meaning many, was named after its many islands. Islands including those in Tonga, Niue, Samoa, and more. This area forms the Polynesian Triangle. Melanesia. This region was named after their people's melanated skin. Vanuatu, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and more make up this area. First fact, Melanesia's islands have the most languages of any area on Earth. Micronesia. Named after its micro-sized islands, this area is the smallest of the Pacific regions in landmass. These islands include Kiribati, Guam, Nauru, and more. So by now, you must be asking yourself, who in Matia's name decided it was a good idea to split us all up? If you guessed colonizers, choo! You're correct. Because we were considered too big and too complex, two French guys named Jules and Charles decided they could divide and conquer, and came up with the names Polynesia, Melanesia, and Micronesia. These became the regions that were carved up separately and taken over by the different super kapow countries. The division of our ocean is still felt today. It's even created something called Polycentrism, which is a term to describe how many people just focus on the Polynesian part of the Pacific. Sometimes when people speak of the Pacific, most of the time they're only talking about Polynesia. Even the Disney Princess Moana was labeled as only Polynesian. But the stories of Pacific migration reach right across all our Asian areas. Our region may be separated by these lines that were drawn up and given names by colonizers, but at the end of the day, we all share the same blue Pacific, which makes up a quarter of the Earth's surface, and the same love of food, family, culture, and a love of Jason Momoa. No matter what nation you may be, we are all connected. Choo!